Traderstation, what is going on? We just finished our weekly Sunday podcast. We do it every week, every Sunday. So if you guys aren't checking that out, please check that out. Just get in touch with us to figure out how. I'm sure you guys know about it. Anyways, we started off with a pick of the week, and we all just go around and we bring up a chart that looks interesting to us, maybe that we're not in yet, that we are in, doesn't really matter, and we just kind of say, this is what I'm looking for the week. And last week, my chart was this Euro Aussie here. That was my pick, and I'm sticking with it this week. So you guys that tuned into the podcast, you heard why I was sticking with it, and now I just want to give you a visual here. So first of all, the main thing that I like here is this is the daily chart, and we're back at this 150 level. This 150 level is a spot where we broke out strongly from at one point. You can see it was resistance over here. You know, this was 151, so that was tough to get above, and that is where the start of the support starts to come in, because this was the main breakout area on top of this 152 level. Top of this 152 level. And you can see that it started really around 150. If we zoom in here, I mean, this was the start, 150. That was the start of when bulls started buying aggressively. So nonetheless, I'm over here and I'm liking the context that we're in. I'm liking the level that we're at. I think any bulls that bought over here, they got a quick gift. They took their profits and now they're waiting to buy lower, and here they are where we started buying aggressively again. So that is why I like the context here. The other thing I like about this is look at these. This is not strong bulls. Like at this point, you know, you could be saying to me like, yes, like this is strong. This was like, you know, at least they were bars closing near their lows, selling pressure on top of bars. Great. These were, you know, good looking bars, and at this point I could see you saying, yeah, we're going lower, and that's nice. And now you can see we're struggling to close below this level with these bars. So like, why is that happening? It happens again. And then we keep going, and look at all these like doji bars that we're getting. Look at this bar closing way above its midpoint. You know, we still can't even close below this level. Like, it didn't take long to close below this level, we just did it right away. To close below this level, we did it right away. To close below this level, why is it taking so long? And here we are just creating all these bars, tails at the bottom of the bars, you know, and that's just not what strong looks like. Like Euro USD, I think a few weeks ago, maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago, I think this was Doug's pick of the week, trying to make it go low. This might have been his pick last week, actually. And the daily chart, you know, it looks something like this when we were looking at it. And it was like, you know, I know we're coming towards support here, but this is some serious selling pressure, you know, that looks strong. You know, look at these bars. Those look strong. They're all getting bigger. I was like, that's aggressive selling pressure. And we just kept having to go down, you know, and now we're getting those tails and stuff. So that's the difference. Like, this is when it looks aggressive, you know, the selling pressure looks aggressive during all of that. If we switch back to the Euro Aussie, like at this point, there we go, sheesh louise. At this point, look at those bars, look at those tails, you know, so that's why, that's the second thing that I like. And now we're at the 4 hour. So when I was talking about this last week, looks something like this, and I was like, I want to buy, but I want to buy closer in these 151 areas, right? So I didn't really want to, I could have bought small, and I could have, and I almost did, but I found out we had news coming out, so I'm like, alright, I'm just going to wait for the news, and we got a nice little discount here. So I entered small on the close of that bar, and I risked to below 150, about 25 pips below that. I usually don't like going right at the whole numbers because, well, this happens a lot. You know, if this is the area where they're going to protect, then it's pretty probable that they're at least going to stop some of the weak traders out that put their stops exactly at that round number. So I like to get below it or above it, vice versa if I'm shorting. And now we are getting a, so this is the daily chart, and we went up, we're creating a higher low, and we're trying to push up again. So this is our second attempt to try and push up. I would have been, even prepared to buy more if we went above this bar. So I'm just looking for a nice little signal bar, nice little bull bar to kind of start a second push up. If this was the first one, we go back and at least start the second push. And one thing I am aware of is all of the channels that we're in. So if we start around here, we could do something like this, extend that to the right. We also have another one that starts with this guy. Bam. Extend that to the right. So we definitely are in bear channels, and I am aware of that. Okay, but I think that these channels are just coming to an end. If you don't think that and you want to play the bearish side to this, sure, let's play the bearish side. Who's to say I'm right? Even if I do like the bulls, they really only have a 55, maybe 60% probability of getting what they want. That means there's 40% chance, or a 45% chance that the Bears are gonna win this. 40%, even 30%. That's a real number. That's a big number. So the way to play this to the bearish side, I think, is you look to enter, maybe a little bit higher. It's possible that we could just slide off here. If you did want to enter here, all I'm trying to say is I think your stop needs to be at the very minimum above 53, because that would protect us from here. And, maybe even 54. At that point, the 50 will probably be below 54. That could act as another resistance level for you. So you're looking at least 53, 54 area for you to have your stop. And I say you would be trying to get down to, the bottom of one of these touches, of one of these trend lines here. And I would say 48 is probably a good number. If we look to the left, we see that 48 is right here, right at this support level, and this is where it's going to try to stop on the way down. All of these, higher low areas. This is a nice little support area. So that's the way to play it to the bear side. Me, if I was a bear, I just wouldn't like this. I'm like, what the heck is going on? Why aren't we breaking to the downside? Maybe the bulls are trying to get a push up. And if you're a bull, you got to be trying to break this trend line. I like 54 as an area. Again, that would be the 50 resistance. But we could even go higher, maybe to 56, to these lower highs here. So those are the targets. All of these lower highs are the targets. The top of these definitely targets. And right now we're kind of at an equilibrium. And I would say that the bulls have the slight probability. And that's the way I'm trading. And not to mention we have, we're only risking about, 70 to 100 pips if you wanted to enter here, because you could just put your stop, somewhere below 150, and you'd be looking to get up to 53, 54. So, a couple hundred, and then maybe bet on the whole trend reversing. Maybe this is one of those good old-fashioned bull flags, and we're gonna break out of it. So anyways, hope you guys got something out of that. Please email me if you have any questions. Check out the Skype and internships, and thank you for listening, guys, and the podcast. Check out the podcast every Sunday. Thanks for listening, guys. Take care, Traderstation. Till the next video.